Hi, I'm Demetria Kimball-Melhorn. I work with the City of Lexington Environmental Services. I'm a program manager there under the Natural Resource Protection section. That's a long title for basically saying that I help oversee a lot of the environmental concerns throughout the City of Lexington. We're here at the J. Brewer Golf Course. This course is commonly known as the Picadome Golf Course. It was originally completed in 1927 as the first public golf course in the City of Lexington. This is an 18-hole golf course and 105 acres. We have actually 30 acres of floodplain in this golf course, so this is a great environmental area to do some restoration projects. We have the Big Elm tributary, which is behind us, and we also have Vaughn's Branch, which runs through the main part of the golf course. So we're actually standing in front of the Big Elm tributary, which drains 330 acres of the City of Lexington. This tributary runs into a significant sinkhole that then drains to McConnell Spring Blue Hole. If the sinkhole fills up, which happens quite regularly, it runs over the golf course into Vaughn's Branch. The Big Elm tributary restoration efforts was identified in the 2013 Wolf Run Watershed Management Plan. This was identified and funded by a 319H grant. We started engineering in 2015 and completed the restoration in 2016. The restoration effort, because of the highly urbanized flow, has a significant amount of limestone rock throughout the channel. Although you can't see it now, the entire channel is lined to make sure that it is stabilized and doesn't move further. There was 542 linear feet of stream channel stabilized within the Big Elm tributary. We had J-hooks, riffles, pools that run through the area. Although the stream is continually dry, unless it's a rain event, we actually want to make sure that it's as stable as possible so we don't have sediment running downstream. Although I'm the program manager and project manager for this project, we had several other people involved, including Friends of Wolf Run, the City of Lexington, 319H, and the state government, and also our consultants and contractors work on this project. We had the golf course management that included, and the golfers were all very highly interested in what was going on. The golfers were a little concerned at first because of the vegetation, so we had to make sure there was low herbaceous vegetation to stabilize the banks. We do have some woody vegetation within the stream channel. However, we keep it continually cut low so the players can play through. They have considered this a really great trap. I'm not a golf person. We had several challenges for this project, including weather, golfers, and the sinkhole proper. So what we had to do is make sure that we had all of our staging area completed and then continually to move as much as possible. There's 330 acres of urbanized asphalt draining to this sinkhole. Trash is a significant concern when flowing into this area. We actually originally had a trash rack to help collect those floatables, but we found the trash rack filled up with things like walnuts and sticks and not our actual trash. So instead, we have let the sinkhole do the collection. So we had a lot of concerns and things for this particular project. We are on hole 18, so we had to move the hole and the golfers weren't happy with that. Some of them still decided to play through, and our construction workers were glad they had hard hats on. We actually have a significant gas line that runs through this area, so we had to get the gas company involved. We had staging concerns. With as much rock as we were bringing in, we didn't have a lot of room to stage the construction material, so that had to be brought in as piece by piece. And of course, there's always weather. So during construction, we had the golf course management come out, and they wanted to do some value-added areas. We actually have created a seating area with some of the rocks that we couldn't use, so the golfers could take a break and enjoy the shade and the stream. So the Big Elm tributary, similar to several streams within the Wolf Run watershed, is actually considered what's called a sinking stream. So the water, when it's flowing low and not during a storm event, goes under the surface of the sediment within the stream. Sometimes it pops back up, Sometimes it continues to flow under the ground. In this case, at the Big Elm tributary, we actually have what's called a sinkhole at the end of this creek. That means it goes into the cave system, into karst, and pops up at the McConnell Spring. This project started as a dream. The biggest thing I want to say is when you're thinking about looking at greenways or a project or something in your area, maybe it's just something small, don't stop dreaming, because it just takes that one dream, that one thought, maybe one or two people getting together and starting to push, hey, what's going on here? How can we improve this? What can we do to make a difference? I've seen small projects make a huge difference. Also, those small projects and those dreams turn into larger dreams. As somebody working with the city of Lexington, I try and help citizens who have those dreams see if we can move it forward. Maybe that's through some grant writing. Maybe that's through some connections with other people. But those dreams make a difference.